You can hear from the newest members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame again Thursday at 8 Eastern Time. Brian Dawkins, Eagles fans will be very excited to cheer him on today when he steps on the field to be announced. As we mentioned, there's Ray Lewis, Randy Moss, T.O., and Brian Urlacher, first ballot Hall of Famer. What did you think about that one, Willie?
I loved it, and I kind of coupled him and Ray Lewis together. You got 30 years of greatness right there, and you talk about Kurt, a quarterback on the field, a vocal leader, two guys that brought the energy, two guys that were students of the game that pretty much would call out your plays before you even ran the plays. It's important, and you don't really see guys like this on a regular basis have that much success over a long period of time. The consistency at playing at a certain level. These are two of the best to ever do it.
Oh, no doubt. Played against both of them numerous times, and you hated it every time you showed up against them. I know you're going to talk wide receivers, so I'll go with Brian Dawkins as well. You talk about the vocal leadership of a Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
well, Brian Dawkins was that guy from the back end for the Philadelphia Eagles, and you get the flex, you'd see the big biceps, you'd get intimidated. But what a great player and competitor he was. And, you know, I text back and forth with Isaac Bruce, so I was disappointed he didn't make it in. But the end of his text was, great class, though. And when I look at this class, I say that same thing. Wow, what a great Hall of Fame class we have this year.
Yeah, and I think about even walking up on that stage last night, you start thinking about all of the guys that you're running into, and even the first time you saw him, like Randy Moss. The first time I talked to Randy Moss before the draft, when he thought he was coming to Dallas, and of course these guys got him, and he had a wonderful career. And T.O., for the first time seeing T.O. And Coach, I was thinking about T.O. was J.J. Stokes got drafted in the first round, 10th pick overall, and they were playing together. And I thought, okay, maybe they thought J.J. Stokes was going to be the guy. But T.O., third rounder, comes up and just goes off, man. I was like, who is this young dude? And I remember him coming to my hotel room one day, and I was like, man, just to meet me and sit down and talk about football, yeah, I like that. That you were at the beginning of that journey, and now you're at the back end of their journeys and seeing them here in the Hall of Fame. It's an incredible thing. Ray Lewis, when he was a young kid at Miami, and I was talking, he wanted to be one of the greatest. He said, I want to be the greatest to ever do it from this position. And he certainly accomplished that.
T.O. was drafted in the third round from Chattanooga the year before I got there, and he was actually backing up. It was J.J. Stokes and Jerry Rice. And then when Jerry got hurt in the first game, boom, T.O. then had a start. All right, and he took advantage of an opportunity. He had a heck of a year, and then I remember one time, the very next year, you know, he said, "Hey, Coach, Jerry's going to come back. I'm okay to play the third receiver, even because J.J. Stokes was his friend, and he became our slot receiver. And he was obviously a star was born after he got that opportunity to play for an injured Jerry Rice. But what a career he had! And you know, this guy, I mean, second in yards to Jerry. Third in touchdowns to Jerry. What a fantastic career.
Well, and then Jerry Kramer's been waiting forever, and a longtime great Packer getting in. Bobby Beathard, Robert Brazil getting in as well, and it's going to be great speeches. And the one thing that I cannot wait for in Canton is to hear Steve Mariucci present T.O. That's going to be great. That's going to be a special moment.
It's going to be interesting to see.
You might ask
breaking out.
That will be one of the absolute best moments in Hall of Fame
ever.